It's an incredible sight, to be honest, to see that the ocean has totally, it's basically commandeered the whole beachfront at this point. You turn this way into it, you can feel the breeze, which is upwards of probably 50, 60 miles an hour right now.
The ocean was extremely rough, and you knew it was going to get worse because it was really kind of the beginning of the storm. But to be standing on that boardwalk, and then 12 hours later, when we returned to that spot, it's gone. And it's a mangled mess. It was like somebody took the entire Jersey Shore, from the boats to the yachts to the people's homes to the boardwalks. It was like somebody took it all, put it in a blender, put it on high, and then just dumped it out. You know, it's funny, you're covering a storm like this and you forget how much you value and you savor daylight, because at least at that point you had a little bit more perspective. When it was dark and the only lights in all of Spring Lake were the floodlights on our Mobile 2 unit. That was the only thing that could illuminate anything.
If you can see in the distance, it's a little bit difficult. Our lights don't project that far, but that is the ocean waves crashing onto the barrier right on the other side.
I got to admit, it's the first time, professionally speaking, that I was really, really kind of feared for my life at that one point. And there was one point in a story that I'll tell you. Eddie and I, we were in the car and we're going along Ocean Avenue, and then all of a sudden we feel something hit the Mobile 2 unit, and it jarred us a little. And I was thinking that maybe it was just something from the beach or something from the boardwalk that it hit us. It was the actual water. The ocean had come up, and we got hit by a wave strong enough that it moved our vehicle a little bit. That was the one point where I was just like, holy shit, time to get off the road. And come here for a second. My man Ed right here. I mean, I could not have asked for a better teammate down there.
That's right.
And like, you know what, it's funny, we've probably worked together maybe 2 or 3 times since then,
yeah.
But I still feel this bond with him and this connection to him because he was right there. And there was, like I said, I can't tell this story enough, but when we're driving down Ocean Ave and all of a sudden we're looking straight ahead and we've got to cut this tunnel vision with our floodlights, so you really couldn't see the ocean come up. When that thing hit the side of the car, and it moved us.
We both looked at each other.
It physically moved us, and we were like, time to get the hell out of here. It was an incredible experience. It was great to share it with somebody like Eddie, you know, a true professional who, with some of the ideas that I threw at him, said, are you sure? And then I'm like, come on, Ed. And he's like, all right, let's do it. So I thank you for that, really, from the bottom of my heart, really.
This is the tree down that I wanted to show you. Look at this. This is just the entire root system, the sidewalk, everything brought down.
You basically had 2 choices at this point because we were so in it. It was either be swept out to sea or have a tree fall, you know, have power lines come down or a tree fall. So it was, not to make light of it, but you really kind of had to pick your poison at that point. I mean, for people that both were familiar with the Jersey Shore, had been there, grown up there, been on that roller coaster as a kid, raise your hand, to see it halfway out in the ocean, it was one of those signature images that just left an indelible mark on your mind of like, this is just how bad things got down there. I was born and raised in New Jersey. We've always been Jersey strong well before the hashtag. So there is that resilient nature of that build it back, let's build it back better and stronger. That kind of attitude that persists in most of New Jersey. There's something about the people. They're not going to be defeated. They're not going to let some storm knock them out of business or not build back their house or their family's house. So I think once you get a community like that, everybody bands together, figures out, okay, what kind of insurance recovery are we getting here? What kind of coverage do we have? What do we now need to do? What does the state want us to do to make sure that this doesn't happen again, that we'll be protected? And once those steps were in place, okay, now let's take off and build this thing back full steam ahead.